Welcome in this afternoon to the campus of Washington State University as the WSU Cougars welcome in the Pepperdine Waves for college basketball today out of the West Coast Conference. Couple teams looking for a big victory today. I'm Trevor Williams alongside Stephen Madison. And Stephen, that really is the focus for these two teams. An opportunity to get right this afternoon.
Yeah, and the way you get right is on the defensive end. Both teams have struggled on that side. So who steps up and plays defense with all five today is going to be the winner.
Talking about some of those recent struggles as we look for Washington State in the last 4 games. Now, they've played some tough teams, quad 1, quad 2 games, but defensively it hasn't been what the Cougars have needed it to be, giving up almost 90 points a game.
Yeah, opponent field goal percentage, you see that one there. Last 4 games, 51%. That's just not going to get it done. And then you throw in 49% from the three-point line. It's just been trouble for the Cougs on the defensive end for the last 4 games.
A bright spot for WSU this year has been the play of the freshman Ace Glass. He's mighty impressive, a top 10 scorer and three-point shooter in the WCC.
Yeah, and you talk about the WCC, but just in the country for freshman players, Ace Glass is just spectacular. He shows you his ability to knock down outside shots, but where I really like him is off those ball screens. Getting into the mid-range, using side steps and step backs. He's great at, creating space.
He's done a good job for WSU this year. For Pepperdine, the Waves, when they've been at their best, they've been able to spread the love offensively. Styles Phipps leading the way in this group.
Yeah, you have 4 players over 10 points. You always like that because it has different threats, but it's been in conference play where they haven't been able to get all 4 above 10 too many times. So today they got to be able to share the ball together and attack this WSU defense in different ways.
Styles Phipps has been the one out of these 4 who's been able to stay in a double-figure scoring average in league play for head coach Ed Schilling. Schilling here at Pepperdine trying to get this team going in the right direction. Second season last year, they went 13-22. They've had some struggles with a youthful bunch this year. David Riley for Washington State, also his second year at Washington State. And his guys have hit some tough times right now. Losers of 4 straight in a tough stretch that included St. Mary's, Gonzaga, and San Francisco. We'll see both teams looking for a big win this afternoon. Andy Okafor across from Danilo Dozic on the opening tip. Toby Doolittle throws it in the air and Washington State wins it. Jerome Morton inside to Andy Okafor. Okafor going to work inside early, has it stripped out. Able to get it back and finishes for WSU. Okafor's coming off. So go 1 of 2 on his first 2 shots. Ace Glass front court, space to pull up and splash a 3. Ace Glass. Rahards Favors now gets a man in the air. He steps back for 3. And Washington State, when they're at their best, this can be their game. Rahards Favors hitting another 3, his 41st of the season. Favors and Glass, they've each had a ton of games with multiple 3s this year, 8 of them. Ace Glass operating out of the corner. Rahards Favors, another 3, and already 2 for Favors here at the start.
Phipps does a great job on the defensive end, but had his counterpart open there on the drop-off in transition.
Yalaho springs open, 4-3. Washington State under 10 to shoot. Adria Rodriguez a drive and kick. Simon Hildebrandt for 3, and he stays hot for Washington State. Cougars have numbers now with Cicic picking himself off the floor. Jerome Morton to Simon Hildebrandt, and Hildebrandt's got his second 3. Timeout Pepperdine. 4 to shoot. Rahards Favors gets a hand in the passing lane. Favors the other way, stepping through under the basket. Wow, what a steal and score for Rahards Favors. Skips pass. Rahards Favors, baseline drive. Favors getting to the cup.
That starts with Hildebrandt's.
Side of this to just go nuclear for Washington State with 4.
Yeah, Favors did a good.
A little out of control, right into the hands of Ace Glass. Glass a kick to Favors. Favors with 13 here in the first half. Another Pepperdine timeout. Andy Okafor, Rahards Favors over to Emily Yalaho for 3, and the Cougars bury their 8th, the second for Yalaho.
And it's just, I like the action, a 1-4 high set into a flex offense.
This game 5 minutes ago was 29-9. Simon Hildebrand. Glass on the baseline drive. Fade away with 4 on the shot clock. There's Ace Glass. And what you were talking about, Washington State has hit 9 threes, 3 of them from Simon Hildebrand, who passes out of that double team. Underneath, Emmanuel Ugbo. Nice vision by Adria Rodriguez to find him for the easy lay-in.
Yeah, good job there. Get to the high post. Rodriguez does a good job of having his eye.
Maybe the easiest basket that Styles Phipps will have today. It's a straight line dribble. Andy Okafor on Jonathan Levy, able to roll it over the iron, and Okafor started the scoring from out of the lane. Parker Garrett's. Hildebrand now from inside the arc, and Hildebrand can't miss right now. He's 4 for 4 from the floor, and so he's having a great day. We've seen shots falling left and right. Now 5 threes for Pepperdine. Simon Hildebrand, that's his 4th three-pointer. Ace Glass inside to Andy Okafor. Okafor triple teamed and still able to score for the Cougars. Cougars get second life on this possession after Pepperdine was unable to get to the rebound. Ace Glass on the drive, off the glass, around Danilo Dozic. Cougars trying to find Andy Okafor. Around the perimeter to Ace Glass. He's open for 3, and Glass right on cue. Rodriguez staying on the floor right now with his 3 fouls. Cougars can't afford to take him off. Emily Alaho cuts through a couple defenders and gets right to the basket. Emmanuel Ugbo. Other side now getting back to work. This time gets to a hook shot, and Ugbo now has 6 points. And only 1 made 3 for the Cougs after they buried 10 in the first half of play. 6 to shoot. Rahards Vavers. Oh, he's going to get the 3s flowing again for the Cougs.
The start of the first half.
12th double-figure scoring game of the year for Yalaho now with 10 points. He gets the inbound, goes straight to work. Bounces Ugbo. Ugbo righty hook goes.
And I like that decision there from Ugbo.
Ace Glass, a hand into Styles Phipps, and then buries the 3.
Just the ability and knack to find himself an easy layup.
That was the first made field goal in nearly 5 minutes for Pepperdine. Andy Okafor strong with the finish, and now he'll go to the line.
But if I'm WSU, I would continue to have a heavy dose of Andy Okafor and Ace Glass in a ball screen situation.
Largest lead for the Cougs was back when it was 29-9, 20-point advantage. Ace Glass trying to get the Cougs back to that number, and he does with Andy Okafor. Rodriguez an offensive rebound. Is the 3rd time the charm for the Cougs? Yes, it is, courtesy of Ace Glass. Averaging a touch under 14 per game. They've had 9 today. It's going to be critical they take care of the basketball down the stretch with Andy Okafor continuing to provide big baskets. And Andy Okafor hitting Emily Alaho out of the corner. Parker Garrett's for 3 now, and Garrett hits that one for Washington State. Simon Hildebrand trying to clear out that side for Andy Okafor. Okafor out of the double team. Hildebrand for 3. That's his 5th triple. Simon Hildebrand has just been going off in the last 6 games from 3, and now he gets it inside and finishes at the rim. Manitoba, where he scored 41, so it's not lifetime best, but his best in crimson and gray, as Emmanuel Ugbo right on cue becomes the 6th in double figures. Orton up to Vavers. Washington State not trying to go too quick, but Ace Glass can't turn down an open opportunity like that. He's now got 18. Pass to Major, blocked by Dio Blakely.
No, the Cougar faithful here in Pullman on their feet. Giving Blakely, he's got to pull it together though, compose himself at the line here.
Blakely at the free throw line, looking for his first college point. And he nails it. Unless it was a game-winning free throw, you'll never hear a building erupt like that. Dio Blakely into the scoring column in college for the first time.
And you can just see the smile on his face and the excitement from his teammates.
Really cool moment for him. Knocks them both down. Washington State, though, on its home floor today, the Cougars with the win by 16. And they kick to the curb a 4-game losing streak. Dio Blakely mobbed for his first college points. But all told, offensively, a real show, Stephen, from Washington State. 6 players in double figures as they approach their best scoring game of the season as a team.